Hey guys. Awesome. I can see so many people. Hey. So for Russian speaking, we're going to be online English, just for any case. Awesome. I can see so many I can see so many questions. I mean so many new people. Okay. So we're gonna be waiting for people to join in a bit. So my name is Dasha. I'm CEO and founder of StudyFree. StudyFree is a Silicon Valley-based company that helps people to study abroad, to get scholarships, to get a job, to relocate, and all of this. Before we start, and we're gonna be waiting for some people to join. Can you please write in the comments below if you like? Is it the first time attending online webinar with Study Free, or like you've been actually attending before and you know us for like quite some time, or maybe that's the first time for you. Please write in the comments. Yeah, and I'm gonna be sipping my coffee. Um, I'm I'm broadcasting. Okay, first time. Okay, who is not the first time? Who's first time? Who's second time? First time. Okay, Sania from Pakistan. It's my first time, full of hope. Yeah, okay. It's my first time. I think I saw Jacqueline name before, but maybe it's a different. Oh my god, second time. Okay. Mudasir. Yeah, you always, it's our client actually. You are always here. Okay, I can see. Awesome. So I'm just going to be sipping my coffee because I'm based in San Francisco. So right now it's early in the morning. So I'm just, oh, we have third time. Zayn, you like, I think we're going to have it. I think I'm gonna have a competition, like a special prize for the person who attended the most, like our webinars and events. Um, I'm from Europe initially, but I live in Silicon Valley in States. Okay, awesome. Let's go. So shortly about Study Free because we have so many people, like from who like actually first time. And can we get a coffee? I would love to, guys. You can just smell it, like it's cappuccino. It's nice. So for those people who actually first time here and didn't know anything about Study Free and me specifically. So again, my name is Dasha Kroshkina. I'm CEO and founder of this company. Yeah, my story was pretty similar to you guys. I was originally from a very small Russian township, and yeah, like very simple family. We didn't have money at all, like not even to travel. I wanted to see the world. I had this like huge world map over my desk. I knew all the capitals of all the countries, but I was never able to travel. And then after like many years of looking for the like scholarships and looking for the opportunities, I managed to win lots of scholarships and grants, and I studied absolutely for free in Spain, in China. It was top business school. Then I was working in Singapore investment bank, and then I was studying in Stanford in States. And whenever I was going, I was like meeting like different people and sharing my story, and they would be like, "Oh my god, like." I never knew it was possible. That would change my life. And that's how, like Study Free was created. I decided like, hey, there's like so many talented people across the world who just don't know about opportunities, who just don't know about scholarships. And I just want to help them to do the same I did once for myself. And yeah, I did all of this and then I started the company. I'm in Forbes 30 under 30. We won few international startup competitions, so like global winners. We are based in Silicon Valley, so you can see, like American expertise, like all the innovations on the product. And we raised 4 million of US dollars in investments. So I'm gonna be showing later how a product looks. We have a platform, we have like an app. And can you imagine like using the product that invested 4 millions into creating this? So, and I'm going to be showing like a bit later. What we actually help is like, what is Study Free? We are not a consulting agency. We are like actually a very cool international company. How are we gonna, let's get to the point. Okay, don't interrupt me. Okay, I'm gonna be sharing the rules at the end, but yeah, our webinar, our rules. So what do we actually help with? So like for you to understand, we're not a typical consulting agency. Well, we're not an agency at all. So like just in general, we are, on this like platform and ecosystem that helps you with any kind of global opportunities for you to become successful. First of all, we do help with leadership and personal brand development. So usually people come to us like 2-3 years before getting to the college, because we make, we help you grow and develop and really make your profile stand out. We help, of course, with international college admission. We help receiving scholarships and financing. That's why we call StudyFree. And we do actually help with relocation adaptation. So once you get to the school, students actually stay with us because we continue helping them with like their first days, like in the college, with how they can become successful, like after getting to the colleges. And of course, international career and internships. So like while being with us, you can simultaneously apply to many countries, to many programs at the same time, finding a job. That's everything we can help with. So yeah. With us, you can apply to 34 different countries, which means we don't limit ourselves to the specific countries or the programs. It's like 34 countries. We have 300,000 programs in our platform. Those are the programs that you can apply to. Like there's a huge amount. There's like no program that we don't have. Why do I feel this is an old slide? We have 40 billions of scholarships and not a 4. I still understand why this slide is here, but yeah, we have 40 billions of scholarships on the platform. That's like the amount of funding you can actually apply. We have more than 1,000 mentors in the community. So what is who's mentor? Mentor the person who studied abroad themselves, who who received a scholarship right now, like work in the company. Like the person you want to become. And they're not employees. They're just part of the community and mentors, and they help you because they want to help you. They share the life hacks, they help you to become successful, and so on and so forth. So we have more than thousands of mentors in the community. And most importantly, we have 98% success rate, which means that 98% of students, 98% of our students got into colleges abroad and received scholarships and grants. Okay, I can see the questions. So today we're going to be talking about Europe. So I can see, about United States. We have a separate webinar about United States. Today we will not be talking about United States. We also had a separate webinar on the UK. We only partially going to be covering, UK at the end, but briefly. But we also had a separate event on UK. Today's going to be only about Europe, no South Korea, no United States, European countries only. So what are we going to be talking today about? So we're going to cover why Europe and, why it's, maybe sometimes it's way better than, United States. The best countries for the undergraduates, the best countries for the graduate degrees, countries with the largest scholarships and where you actually can study for free. We're also going to be covering the countries with like the easier relocation process after receiving, a degree, because you might just want to stay there. We're also going to be talking about the admission deadlines for the September 2023. And trust me, they are way earlier. I will be talking about telling about how StudyFree can help you and about the product and our community. And then you're going to have a question, some time to answer questions. We will also be sharing rules of the webinar. So first of all, we treat each other with respect in words and action, and it also means that you guys respect me as well. So we don't bombarding, we don't really deal with the non-stop flow of the comments in the comment chat, because hey, please, that really distracts. So majority of the questions are going to be covered. If you have a personal questions, please wait till the end. For example, can I get a scholarship for the chemical engineering? Okay, that's what this webinar is about. So, I'm going to be pausing sometimes to answer questions, but overall, we're going to share the link to the WhatsApp group after the event. This WhatsApp group is going to be for you guys to cooperate and collaborate and ask, and we're going to be there as well to answer some of your questions after the webinar. Please do not share your personal data and phone numbers here, in the chat, because it's personal data, is dangerous. And yeah, just wait for the link to the WhatsApp. Okay, don't share your personal data. Don't share your mobile number. Yeah. We'll just share the link at the end. Yeah, and share your feedback. We like when you tag us, you make a screenshot, and you tag us on the we tag us on the Instagram. And yeah, please make notes, because there's going to be a lot of useful information. Webinar is going to be around 1 hour, maybe a bit more. It depends how many questions we're going to have. But that's the rules of the webinar. If you agree with those rules and they're really strict, really follow them, please text agree in the comment box, at the bottom. And again, for the people who didn't listen, we will not be covering South Korea today. We have a separate event that's only about Europe. If you can connect, there's probably problem on your site with the with the internet. Awesome. Okay. Awesome. I love it. So if you want to study in Europe and you want to potentially be applying with us, how many programs in European countries we have on our platform? So once again, a small reminder, we have 34 countries, and even more. So pretty much every country. We highlighted the most common ones that we have here. So Netherlands, 5,000 programs. Italy, 2,000 programs. France, 2,000 programs. Germany, 4,000 programs. Norway, a bit less. Poland, Hungary, UK, 82,000 programs in UK. Spain, Austria, and many other countries. So to all those countries, you can actually apply with us and easily study. So and you can simultaneously apply to many different countries. Yeah, there's a lot. And yeah, a lot. I would like to know if the scholarships cover undergraduate courses. So that's we're going to be covering. Please wait. And we have more than 300 millions of scholarships to study in European Union. So this is the amount of scholarships you can actually guys compete for, and you can potentially receive. There's a lot of funding. We also do have, when it comes to applying to European countries, more than 300 samples of essays and CVs of the people who actually got successfully admitted to the European countries. And we have more than 100 events, guides, scholarships, and instruction and scholarships instructions. And as I mentioned about the mentors, we have more than 450 mentors. Those are the people who actually successfully got admitted to colleges. They received scholarships and grants. They got a job. So they actually, they became the person you want to become. They're coming from India, Kenya, Brazil, Russia, Ukraine, Nigeria as well. And right now studying in universities like University of Amsterdam, Oxford, Munich, Zurich, Glasgow, Polytechnical de Milan, and all of those countries. There are really amazing people who willing to help you with true heart, and so on and so forth. So before we go, that's my favorite part when I actually ask you to looks like I'm silent. So there's different ways to host the webinar, and not just to host the webinar, but just to share the information. Majority of the companies, maybe some bloggers and influencers, they just like to share the perfect picture. They just want to share, the dream, perfect picture without really saying the honest information. We are in StudyFree, our core values is honesty. Really want to share honest information, real information for you about real chances for the scholarships, real information where you can actually get in or maybe not, because we are in your side and we're ambassadors of honesty. So before we're going further, we'll actually be talking about the Europe and so on and so forth. So do you want honest information, or do you want it an inspirational picture of opportunities? Please write in the chat before we go. Yeah. So we kind of we know we're on the same page. Yes. Honest. I have to honest. Awesome. I love it. Yeah, real honest. Cool. So let's go. So why Europe? First of all, for all the people who would like to, like, hey, I want to study in the United States, I want to study in Australia because, I mean, I'm based in the United States, I know there's American dream, but let's be real. European education is the best education in terms of value for money. The, the type of quality of education that you receive and how much it actually costs, that is like the highest value for money education, like overall. Yeah, so when it comes to like not spending too much money but receiving really great knowledge, that is actually the best. It's easy to travel across Europe, like it's especially if it's like within the European Union, you live in one country, you have visa, you can easily travel, it's super cheap, you have like the like the opportunity of a lifetime in your case. Yeah, it's easy to find jobs across the Europe. Again, like if you have visa in one country, you can easily study in another country. You're like like the whole list, this like visa thing, which like automatically spreads out to all the countries within the European Union. So you have many opportunity. Of course, traditions and culture. Like Europe is like one of the oldest parts of like culture, civilization, and it's just so beautiful. Like I've been living in Spain, I've been traveling over to Europe. Can you imagine just like I don't know, walking in France and seeing Eiffel Tower, or like like being in Barcelona and looking at this like Sagrada Familia or like some other. So it's just so cool. It's really beautiful. And you can really like feel the traditions. Like you can soak them like in, and that's really cool. Higher salaries for sure than in our countries, and I'm originally from Russia. That's not even like even in Kenya, salaries are higher than Russia. So yeah, and of course safety and high quality of life. So it's really safe. Like Europe is like it's even like provides much more than like United States in terms of like conditions and quality of life, because it's very socially oriented countries. And I mean, like they have higher taxes, but at the same time, like you have free medical system, healthcare system, you have in many cases free education system, like it's just like not high prices on many things. So yeah, that's just yeah, that's just a lot. And they're just really enjoyable. So out of those 6 points, why are you interested in studying in Europe? Can you please write in the comments, like from like 1 to 6? Yeah. Whose name? Mine? My name is Dasha. Yeah, if it was for me. There's a Jacqueline, and she answers questions to like to the questions. I like it. And by the way, that's not a person from our team, so like that's just a student. And I like when people just help each other. That's because we do community and we really encourage it. But yeah, very less expensive compared to other countries. Um, okay, awesome. I love it. Good education, scope, and future for jobs, and of course, money. Spain, Germany, but had the time of my life. Yeah, I know. That's just awesome. I love it. 254. Everything would be done by StudyFree. Depends what is everything. Just wait for the till the end. I received admission letter from Germany. Can I get a scholarship? Okay, that's what I'm going to be talking about later. Okay, let's go. So first, there was like a big misconception for like some people that in non-English speaking countries you cannot study in English. That's not true. So I actually made a list of like countries where you have really a lot of English taught programs for undergraduate degrees. Traditionally for the undergrads, like some of the majors could be taught in local language. Like for example, in Germany, lots of science-based like medicine, like biology, could be taught in Germany. There's still like lots of the programs that are taught in English. So usually you have two types of higher education systems. You have the one that has 11 years and the one that has 12 years. So, for example, like Russia, Ukraine as well, I think we have like 11 years in our school system. So we cannot always apply to all the countries right away. So if you have 11 years like in your like school before getting into the colleges, and you want to get into like education right away, you can apply to Netherlands, Poland, Hungary, Estonia, Czech Republic, Sweden, Ireland, France, and Belgium. And you can study there in English. If your initial school has like 12 years, so you can apply to all those countries plus Italy, Germany, Austria, Netherlands research universities because they have two types of universities, Norway and Denmark. Yeah, and can you please write here who wants to go for the undergraduate degrees below in the comments. So these are all the countries like where I can go. Yeah. Okay, guys. Also, please do not send questions in private. I will not be reading private section. If you want to ask a question, ask them in the public box. Yeah. Okay. Undergraduate. Cool. See. About graduate degree, masters. Actually, English top programs for graduates in the whole Europe. There is no separation in the country. I mean, pretty much every program is taught in English. So you don't have to pre-select, you can automatically apply to anything. So when it comes to masters, and I mean, PhD can be a bit different. But for the graduate degrees, like masters, that's the whole Europe. You don't have to select from country to country, like majority are actually taught in English. So you have absolutely no limitations as well. When it comes to postgraduate, like for example, PhD, usually some it can depend. Many programs are taught in English, but some of them might be taught in local language as well. It depends usually on the country or the field of research. If it's like localized or something. Yeah, my English communication is not good. Well, that's bad news because you will have to study in English. So, okay, so we provided. Okay, before we go, do you guys know how expensive how do you think like education, like 1 year of education costs, like internationally? Like for example, in United States, it could be like up to 30 or like $40,000 per year. What do you think would be the price potentially, like when you want to study abroad? How much 1 year can cost? Write in the comments. 1 year of tuition fee. This is okay. Euros 15,000. Okay. 10,000. Okay. 20K. Yeah. 9. Where from? Well, I'm calling from San Francisco, United States. Okay. 10,000 euros. 20,000 euros. Tuition fee loan 10,000. 20K. 2025. 18. Okay. So, can I get a job opportunity study without IELTS? Well, I mean, I will cover this after. Okay, 5K. Okay, so we have a good news for you. There is actually like lots of people just don't know about this, but there are like many European countries with the high quality, really great, like the cheapest education ever. So, for example, like studying in a really great university in Germany can be, like 3,000, like 300 euros per semester, like 500 euros, like per year. So just like it's less than 1,000 euro per year. Austria, less than, like 1.6. Norway can be absolutely free, less than $500 per year. Like France, it can be less than 2,000. Like Italy, less than 2,000, and Czech Republic less than 500 if it's just going to be in Czech language. Poland less than 2,000 per year. Hungary, Cyprus, and so on. And this is why that's because like European governments, they just sponsor education a lot, and even as international students, you don't have to pay a lot for your education. So like guys, who knew actually about this? Who knew that you can actually study? This is even without the scholarship. So like without the scholarship, education in a really great school can be you know, like can be that accessible. What advice can you give me since I'm from Africa? Well, I mean, we have many students from Africa. African students have usually, you know, like higher higher number of scholarships you can apply. But yeah, friends. So guys, did you know about this? Let's put, did you know that you can study that cheap? Or not? Maybe there's some delay or something what I'm saying. But yeah. Well, if it's connection problems, that's on your side, not on our side. We can help you. You can just, yeah, I'm sorry. Okay. New about Germany. Love it. I get full funded scholarship to study acting, theaters, and made role scholarship, but I don't got less than 60% of my to get the scholarship. Well, that's that's like very personal case. Maybe we can follow up after the webinar. Yeah, awesome, great. But Netherlands is comparatively expensive, right? Yes, Netherlands. That's why we don't have Netherlands. Netherlands is around like 12, 10, 12, 13, 14K. That's why we don't mention Netherlands here. Yeah. How much is education in Spain? Spain is more expensive than Italy. Actually, Spain does not provide that much of like government funding, and there is not so many scholarships available. So yeah. So like if you compare in Spain to Italy, just go to Italy. You have like much better education system actually. Well, we do have it. So like we actually mentioned, we have in France, English start programs. In France, we have like 2,000 programs. I think I told, you know, like at the beginning. What about Ireland? It's more like UK prices and has like less scholarships. So I usually don't really recommend Ireland because the price is like UK. Countries like way smaller to find a job and don't have like as many scholarships, like for example, as UK can potentially have. Yeah. So before we dig deeper into the scholarships, usually you have which country provides more scholarships. So like we're gonna be talking like just in a bit. So you usually have like 3 types of scholarships. So the first type is government. It's usually not linked to the particular school or the program. If you want a full scholarships, and when we say full scholarship, it means fully covered tuition fee and living expenses. That then you should apply to the countries that provides government scholarships. And Europe is usually such a great place to study because their governments provide a lot of scholarships. Like unlike United States, they don't. So if you need to cover tuition fee and living expenses, you need to apply to the countries that provide government scholarships. Then you have university level scholarships. You know, like that's usually granted based on the, you know, like just to the students that apply to the specific school. But they usually partial. So like they usually don't provide living expenses, and tuition fee can be, you know, like 70% or 60% or something else. So they don't provide it here. And of course, you have like third party, you know, like additional scholarships. There are larger number of scholarships provided for to women, African, developing countries, you know, like and so on and so forth. I know we have a few Russian students here, and you can still, you know, like apply to like Russia. They give scholarships, they support Russia, Ukraine equally. So that's also really important. Yeah, I can see the questions. I'm going to follow up later. And before we dig into like the countries that provide the highest number of scholarships, I want to like focus on this. So I know like, by the way, we didn't make a head count. Can you just guys send like from which country you are? I know we have India. I know we have Africa. I know we have Russia. I know we potentially may have Turkey, and so on and so forth. So we're gonna be talking about all of this, guys. So like about the admission, how we can ensure, not ensure, the procedures, about all of this, about the admission process. Yeah. Okay, we have guns. Wow, that's I think first time. So I think especially, I think that's pretty much common. That's pretty common in India, and that's pretty common in some African countries as well. So sometimes you have like local agencies and consultants who, you know, like who can tell you you can guarantee a scholarship. But what they actually mean is a scholarship loan, which is not a scholarship. So like we usually have this slide to they kind of like misinform. So scholarship is a competition. Do you think anyone can actually guarantee that you're gonna win in a competition? Like, can anyone guarantee that you're gonna win in Olympic Games? Do you think it's possible? Or that people can actually guarantee this the actual fraud, and and they cannot, and they just misinform you and mislead you with all the information. Please write in chat. Is it possible to guarantee winning a competition if it's fair? Yes, exactly. It's impossible. No. Yeah. Okay, guys, let's put engagement up. I want to see other people responding. Okay, not possible. No, exactly. So when you hear people telling you, I will guarantee, run away, they're lying. Probably what they want to do is they want to kind of like the way it works, they usually have partnerships. Well, that's impossible. No, there's always competition. You cannot guarantee this. So bad news. So when people tell you that they can guarantee scholarship, that means that they have a partnership with a school, and it's usually really bad quality school. And when you apply there, they kind of like give you partial scholarship, which is going to be very small, just to make sure you're going to go to study there and pay money. So that's kind of like the way, like they're going to give you like a discount small, but they still like their intention is to make you pay money for the education. So anyone tells you like we can guarantee like scholarship loan, run away. Scholarship, you have to compete. There's always a competition, like you don't have to pay back, like scholarships are like very big, but like loans you have to pay back like for like 5 to 10 years. So like I know there's like lots of companies are lying because they just want to convince you, but then, and we had like many students coming to us like, hey, like we've been like misled by the huge, like awful company. We got admitted, and then we did like education is like 20K, and we got guaranteed scholarships of like 1,000, and I still have to pay 19. Like, what I'm gonna do? It's like super common. Explain more about the loans. So like loans you can get usually in the bank or like financial institutions. It's usually when you don't have it. It's like a credit. So, and then you will have to pay back the money after you complete the education, and for like 5 to 10 years. Not always you can qualify for the loan because like it depends on the financial, like the credit history, the financial, I guess like background and so on. But yeah. Okay. So before we go, European countries that provide scholarship for living expenses. So of course there's scholarship for tuition fee, but like to cover tuition fee, but like for those people who want to like cover living expenses, like accommodation, or accommodation, or like I don't know, like living allowances to live. Those are the countries that provide scholarship for living expenses. Germany, France, Italy, Netherlands, Denmark, Hungary, and Sweden. Those are the countries that can, apart from tuition fee, can also give you money for like living expenses. Yeah. So who wants to receive a scholarship for like living expenses? Put a plus in the chat. Who wants to get a scholarship for living expenses? Do StudyFree have upper hands? Yes, we do. Highest RI? Yes, highest RI. We do meteorology for sure. About PhD in Norway, yes, there's funding for course. Yes, awesome. I love it. Great. Okay. So everyone was asking about countries where you can receive full scholarship, which means that is going to be scholarship for tuition fee, fully covered, and living expenses, both. So for those who like applying for the undergraduate degrees, those are the countries who can, provide like full scholarship where you don't have to pay anything. Italy, Poland, Ireland, Hungary, Estonia, Slovakia as well. Those who can do both undergraduate and graduate, you can see a lot. So like all of those countries, plus France, Germany, Sweden, Netherlands, Norway, PhD scholarships as well. someone has been asking, and Denmark. About like living expenses in Turkey, I mean, they're not high, but like I don't think they provide scholarship for like living expenses. But yeah, so who wants to receive a full scholarship? Let's do plus once again. Full tuition fee and full, like living expenses. I don't think there's scholarship in Turkey that provides living expenses, but I think my team members are here. They can potentially do this. Are there many universities in Germany where you can study in English without knowing? Yes, like majority of them, a lot. We have like, I don't know, 3,000 or something of them. Love it. So guys, are we in circle? Kind of like, what about Switzerland? It's very expensive to live there. It's very expensive to study there. They have some scholarships, like for example, ETH Zurich. They don't have government scholarships, so you can potentially cover some parts of your tuition fee, but not really fully. Yeah, so it's kind of like you can still apply there, but I strongly recommend applying to many countries at the same time. I'm interested on Norway for masters and PhD. That's a great choice. Norway is an amazing country, great quality of life, English programs, lots of scholarships for like masters and PhD could be fully covered. So guys, by now, what is your favorite country? So like, which country you right now want to apply potentially? I know, like maybe your thoughts, maybe change your mind. So like, which country interested right now? Best country for architecture studies and less fees. Architecture would be Italy, would be Germany. In Berlin, they have really great. It would be Netherlands, but it's much more expensive. But yeah, let's say Italy and Germany. Yeah. What about scholarships for to study in Lithuania? They do have, but not as big scholarships. Yeah, which has been covering. Okay, have Estonia, Germany, Sweden, Norway. Which country is best for embedded systems? I would say Germany. They really have great technical. So computer science, IT, and so on. Germany, 100%. Computer science, Germany. Yeah. Relatively less taxation, while providing similar opportunities in IT. Estonia, 100%. They have great. Cyprus. And actually Portugal, but not to study. But like if you want to study and so on, like I would say Estonia is like one of the best countries. Like lots of companies opening their like offices. Netherlands, they have good taxation system as well, a little bit higher, but they don't have capital gain taxes. Agriculture, pharmacy, any country. Chemical engineering for like undergraduates, France or Germany. Computer science. France can do as well because they really have great math tools. Embedded system, as said already, that's Germany. So guys, pretty much, like anything that is related to like technical or like engineering, computer science, math, engineering, biochemistry, and so on, Germany, the best schools ever. Anything related to like arts, design, architecture, Italy, Germany as well, in Berlin, France, Netherlands, they have great design schools, economics, Germany, Frankfurt, France as well. They have like big economic centers. So yeah, health. It's like you can study health anywhere, but you will have to practice health in that country. So, what about France? They have they have best education in math. Also art, design school, fashion, architecture as well, and business finance. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Pharmacy is also good in France. Okay. All industry. What about law and development studies? Law and development studies, I would just go to Northern Europe potentially because they're really great in like being really greatly involved in like grant scheme overall. So, okay, guys. So we've been doing this. I mean, they can study anywhere. So like I was just telling they can be, like endless. But if you know questions, like to each other answer, you can answer like in the chat. What is the best country in Europe for like film studies? We have people who've been admitted like, so it's just, like where do you have films festivals? You have in Cannes, you have really great, like this like art house, anything, yeah, kind of like in Berlin, they have really great all industry. That's just technical engineering. I would just put it for the Germany as well. But don't just go to study in oil industry. That's dying industry. Don't go there. Um, Pharma, we've been telling France is great in pharma. Germany is also great. What about, and so like anything about medicine, I really like. I mean, like that you should really look where are you going to be studying, there are you going to be working. That's the thing with the medicine. Germany is good for sure. Yeah, Estonia is great as well. So let's just like wrap it up here. But on that topic, so how expensive is Ireland? It's kind of like UK. So MBA programs in finance, Frankfurt, Paris, London. That's pretty much it. Hospitality, work, tourism is very. Okay, guys. Okay, we're gonna start with these questions for now. Yeah, countries with easier immigration process after education. So who actually wants to like immigrate and actually get a residence permit and citizenship after like after studying abroad? Please put in the comments. Or like you don't know yet. Maybe you want to come back to your country. Maybe you just want to go further. Like any person who actually wants to like not stay in that country right away. Okay, awesome, love it. So those are the countries with like easy immigration process after education. This is like the list of countries that usually you can provide like like get like permanent residency or like sometimes even like citizenship. Usually only after 2 years after completing your education. Those countries are Germany. They actually changed this recently. I just didn't know like before this morning actually. France, Italy, Poland, Netherlands, Cyprus, Estonia. Those are the countries where you can easily, after getting the full, full degree and working there, you can actually get. So, like, which country is fastest in giving citizenship? I would say Estonia probably. They're like the fastest. I mean, overall, you can apply after like 1.5 years, 2 years in Italy, France, Estonia, but they just France is so slow, and Estonia is the most digitalized country, so like the process just goes much faster. Yeah. Can I study in Germany from Kenya now? Of course, you can study. Which country is best for online software engineering courses? I mean, it's online. It doesn't really matter. So, okay. Requirements. So, it's generally pretty much the same. So, like, requirements are not really different from country to country. It can be different from like school to school, but from country to country, it's pretty much stays the same. So, and that's why it's really great that you can pretty much have one package, and with like small modifications, you can, like apply to different countries at the same time. So what you would need, you're going to need previous degree and transcripts. Your average like GPA degree should be like more than above 3.2 out of 4. You were talking about this grading system. You will need IELTS and TOEFL. The only exception might be because we have people from English-speaking countries. If you're coming from English-speaking country and really like English is official language and your previous degree was fully taught in English, then you can be actually an exception from this rule. But usually taking IELTS or TOEFL is going to increase your chances for sure. Yeah. GBON and GRE, for some graduate degrees like in finance or like engineering, you're going to be supposed to take those exams. Yeah. Yeah. Then you'll also need a few statements of purposes, and that's, I guess, the trickiest part, because what you should write when you apply to Germany is very different to what you should write when you apply to China or like South Korea or like States. Because actually an essay and statement of purpose, they actually see like your story, how your story, your values, like your plans for the future fit within their values. And like they're like very different. The way like Americans see the world and what they appreciate in people is very different to like what actual China appreciates, and like really, like put their stakes on, or like what Germany appreciates. So even though like you can have the same transcripts, but you're going to be applying simultaneously to like multiple countries, and that's what we usually recommend to our students, to actually simultaneously apply to many countries. You should, like the essay, you should rewrite for each country. You should really highlight different points. You should put your story from a different perspective, and that's like the most. That's what we recommend doing the most, and that's at the end of the day 70% of our success. Of course, CV, and it's actually also very different. Like for example, in States, you don't have you don't show like your photo, for example, because of like all this like gender issues and potential like discrimination. Like in Europe, we can put somewhere. So like there's a lot of like cultural context between different countries. So like we know all of this. 2-3 references. That's usually like recommendation letters. Again, like they can be taken from your current professors, or like previous professors from your job, from like I don't know, like some team leads in the projects where you've been involved. So yeah, and interviews. Again, like they do different things. Like when you're applying to Stanford, you're going to be wearing hoodie most likely. When you're applying to like some other countries, maybe they will appreciate something more, something different. Again, that's a cultural context that you need to know, and that we know. And some questions that homophobia an issue in any of these countries? No, it's not 100%. There is particular format of letter of recommendation. Yes, there is. We actually have more than 100 samples of like letters of recommendation or platforms. So like you can actually understand, and you can see what people actually write in instructions. How to calculate GPA. If you're from India, we actually have a special guide for like 20 minutes read with like formulas how to calculate GPA for like different countries. So you can do this easily with our case. If your GPA is below 3.1, what can I do? First of all, do not apply to like top universities. I mean, that's going to be way smaller chance. And there are some ways to improve your GPA, like this, getting additional online courses and certificates. We know how to do this. So is age matters for PhD? No, it doesn't. I mean, some scholarship might have an age gap, but overall, European people, getting mature much later. So our 22 is their 35. How about those with diploma? Maybe like instead of undergrads, it depends like which kind of diploma, but usually can either qualify either like undergrads or like previous. By the way, if you're like, for example, if you want to be applying to 2023 but you're still a student, you don't have to wait until the graduation. You can take the current transcripts from your current time and actually apply it with them, and you can actually apply with them and tell them, would you mind illustrating about the scholarship? I don't get the question. Illustrating what? Are there chances of scholarship higher for? I didn't get. What about hospitality? I mean, just think logically and critically. Hospitality, you want to study in the countries who like great in tourism. Which European countries are great in tourism? Probably, I don't know, like Italy. Out of those countries, maybe there's some Greek and so on, but that's just erudition. Yeah. Higher national diploma. Okay, so like the higher school. Yeah, you just do the transcripts. Okay. Which country is good for master's mass communication? It doesn't really matter. Okay, guys. So yeah. How who has higher chances to study in Europe? So the way people make a decision on how like who gonna be admitted and who receive the scholarships, it's not maybe as black and white as we used to think. So there's two types of factors that affect your chances: quantitative and qualitative. So quantitative is kind of like easier. It's usually pass or fail. Like pass or fail. Like for example, you have GPA should be like above certain level if it has requirements, and exam scores, IELTS, GMAT, and so on and so forth. Usually, like for example, your chances are not going to be higher if you got IELTS 7.5 instead of 7. It's just above the minimum. So then you really have to put that much of an effort to like IELTS, GMAT, and GRE. There should be like high, but it's not like it's not everything. The second part is much more qualitative, and like those who like kind of like difficult to understand how you qualify, but those actual factors, I guess, like contribute for like 70% of your success. Volunteering experience. European countries love volunteering experience because they help each other. Like they're so social, they're so tolerant, they're so open. They love seeing people thinking about others because they're like neighbors, they live together. Like volunteering experience, that's a huge plus. That's what they appreciate. You gotta have them. That's 100%. Yeah, publications. It should be not only scientific, but like different like other types of publications as well. It could be like Medium, could be like online, kind of like media, and so on and so forth. Leadership experience that like everyone actually appreciates it, because and that's actually extremely important for like scholarship, because they're gonna invest in like future leaders who gonna be like changing the world. You need to show that you've been in a leadership role before. It could be some community, it could be some, I don't know, like some projects, like being a student leader. And that's why, by the way, we organize our internal projects and give people opportunity while working with us, gain international experience, and we issue certificates, because if you graduated and you didn't have it, how you can compensate for this? That's how. Professional experience, if you have professional couple of years of work or like many more, that's super valuable as well. Professional certificates and education also valid, depends on like different types of education. Personal brands and social media, we also do help with this. They do check it. Maybe it's less important than in United States, because United States is all about storytelling and pitching yourself than Europe, what it does. And sports, again, like it has less impact in Europe than it has in the United States, but it's still important. Yeah. I don't have international applications, just a normal application. Will it matter? Yes, it will. What about for immigration? What about for immigration? We talked about countries for immigration. Can you please specify the question? Does month's internship experience count as professional experience? Well, it's better than just like having 1 or 2 years, but yeah, it does. How many years do I need to prepare for IELTS or TOEFL? It depends on your level of English right now. So if your level is like a strong B2, then I would say like 6 months is safe space. Well, but many people just come like 3 months in advance, and that's usually a roller coaster for them. Okay. Once again, when you're applying to Europe, you do not have to speak the local language. That's the thing, like, again, like many programs, you can study in English and have to pass any exam of like speaking the local language. So that's important. Okay, here is like one of the most important parts, deadlines for like 2023. So if you want to start your education in September 2023 and you want study with a scholarship, here are like approximate deadlines when you have to submit your documents, exams results, all your profiles. You will not be able to change anything after this. So like if you want to study in Germany, that deadline is in November. So you have like only a few months left. Finland, December. UK, October. France, December. Italy, February. Netherlands, February. Sweden, October already, like February, January. So you actually have only a few months left. And by this time, you should have everything, like all the exams results on your hands, all the documents ready, like all the volunteering experience, like all the leadership projects. So like you cannot change anything after this deadline. So by this time, you already have to submit everything. And so like you guys, honestly, you don't really have much time left. So yeah, I don't know. Did you guys know about such early deadlines, or you haven't? Is it? Yes, this is like September. The rest without years. Is it what? Oh yeah, it's like December 2022, October 2022, December 2022, February 2023, February 23. So like anything before January, that's 2022. Yeah. Is it possible to take one's family when embarking on an academic journey? Will they give? Yeah, there are some countries that give visas, and not everyone, but like we can advise on this. There are some countries where you can, like actually relocate with family. You have transcripts, personal statement, and research proposal ready. Awesome. I'm not sure what you wrote, but like it's too early. Well, yeah, that's why like lots of people mistaken. So I'm great that Rajesh that you have all of this. I'm not sure what is the quality. Like we cannot justify it. Wasn't prepared with us. So yeah. So if you want to study in Europe with a scholarship in 2023, you need to start yesterday. So yeah, that's like super important. And like you don't have enough time. Like summer was supposed to be very active period of work. For summer intake in Germany, when do admissions start for winter intake? I think it's also going to be October or something, but for winter intake, there is no scholarships. So if you want a full scholarship, you need to do September intake. So if you want to have a scholarship, entering a high-rank university and getting a scholarship is possible, but it requires significant amounts of time of investment and hard work. Are you guys willing to put, like lots of effort, and time into preparation? Can you put in the comments? Yeah, can you put in the comments? If you're ready to invest your time, your efforts, resources, money into your dream or not, put the comments. If my document's ready, can you get me admission? We know the quality of the documents, so there is high chance that you will have to rewrite your essay and research proposal. So, and I add the scholarship for deadlines for the winter intake 2023. Nope, it's only September. Yes, awesome. I love it. Awesome. Super motivated people, ready to do anything. I love it. Money is a big issue. I mean, I know everyone has a big issue, so we're going to talk about money, of course. And once again, we know how to do this. Again, we have a community of mentors who've been studying with scholarships, and they know how to do this, know how to get DAD scholarship, they know how to get into PhD, they know all of this, and they're willing to share their secrets and help you. So you have to learn from this. Do you need English exams? We have covered this before. Yeah. So I'm sharing a few examples of people just to, like, our students, just to, give you a bit more, I guess, confidence. The first is Angelica, background, graduated from the bachelor degree, many extracurricular activities, research activities. She's been working with us for like 12 months. So yeah, we did the profile boost with professional courses, internships, and volunteering projects. We found a suitable study program and all of this. And she got into Erasmus Mundus, global markets, and she got a scholarship for like 100% coverage and even travel allowance, like visa and airplane tickets. Who wants to do the same as Angelica? Put the comments, put the plus in the comments. How can I contact? We're going to share the contacts at the end. How we will need to apply for scholarship. There is September take. We just shared the deadlines. We just shared the slides with the deadlines. It was just there. You have to listen. Yeah. So who wants to be as Angelica? Put the plus in the comments. I'm going to be sipping my coffee. Great. So, Dixit. Yeah, he got admitted, like graduated from bachelor architecture, like no activities had before. So you can see that's important. Preparation time, 10 months. Boosted profile with international courses, volunteering projects, suitable program. He got admitted to the Tilburg University in the Netherlands, and he also got a scholarship, but we forgot to put it here. So I guess, guys, for like anyone who's from India and he's waiting for looking for the relevant examples, yeah, here they are. Maria did a master's degree in 2 years of working experience. German was like B1. She was working with us for like 12 months. We did her developed on speed reading application, publication of conducted researches, helped out with communication with advisors. She did 4 leadership programs with us. She completed 1 volunteering program with us. We did a boost of social media accounts, and she got into PhD in Germany, and we got 100% scholarship funding for her. So, yeah, put in the plus that if you want to be as Mary. So, guys, I'm just gonna be sharing the examples, and you can put pluses and keep going on. Ajar, 18 years old, high school alumni, participating in extracurricular activities, have been working with us for like 12 months. When you profile boost, participate in StudyFree bootcamp, volunteering projects, application preparation, like all of this. And she got admitted to Switzerland, and she got a scholarship or like 26,000 euros. So that's like massive amounts of money that she received when working with us. Actually, again, been working with us, she participated in leadership programs, 3 professional courses, intensive English preparation with StudyFree. We've been doing, motivational letter and all of this. and he got admitted to Berlin School of Business, and he got a scholarship like 3,000 euros, which is really a lot for the Berlin, as we know. So, oh my god, how many do we have? Yeah. Okay, so we have people also in Netherlands, 8,000 euros scholarship, portfolio boost. We have a person who got admitted to like École Polytechnique in France and received a scholarship of 40,000 euros. 40,000 euros. And he did a lot. 3 international hackathons, participated in like in different activities. A lot. He's like our superstar. Yeah. And many, many others. So yeah, just a few examples. Swedish Institute scholarship, 16,000 euros, you know, like DAD, 20,000 euros, DAD for masters, Hungarian, Franklin, Switzerland, Trenta, like I think like the whole Trenta is like our students, to be honest. Yeah, so yeah, Italy, 10,000 euros. So if you guys want to study in all the schools, please put a plus in the comments. Or like, I don't know, you can say just congrats and we can share with this with the guys who like to be happy for their success. And yeah, once again, mentors in our community have studied with scholarships and are willing to share their secrets and help with you. And you have the best possible support ever from them. Love it. Additional facts. There's like Erasmus Plus for opportunities. Like when you study in Europe, you can actually, like for example, study like 1 or 2 semesters exchange or volunteer in other countries. So for example, studying, you know, like in Netherlands, you can go for like 6 months to study in Spain, or like 6 months to study in Italy, or like Germany. So you can have actual experience like studying in many countries simultaneously. There's a huge amount of programs in English. This is like important that 20 working hours a week. So like you can work with a student visa for 20 hours a week in like majority of the countries. So you can do actually a part-time job in almost all of the countries. Is there a problem with over applying, so to say? It depends. What do you mean like under applying? Yeah. What does this mean over applying? You mean like too many people applying from us? No, luckily no, even though we have 100,000 students on the platform. And of course you can work, you know, like you can work in department and so on and so forth. So how does it work? We like before go, are you guys interested to understand how, you know, like StudyFree works and how we're going to be helpful to you? If you are, put a plus. Again, just a reminder, we will share the link to the WhatsApp group to those people who are going to stay till the end. So please guys, just wait extra 10-15 minutes. That's just a reminder for you. So once again, with us guys, you can simultaneously apply to any program in 34 different countries. So it means that you can master the application to Germany, Estonia, UK, States, Australia, New Zealand, any country. And that's, you know, like a huge plus because that increases your chances. We don't focus on a small number of countries. Again, if you want to get admitted with us to Europe, you can apply to 5,000 programs in Netherlands, Hungary, almost 1,000, you know, like UK, 82,000 programs, France, Germany. You can see there are so many programs that you can actually easily apply to. And that's like all the opportunities that are available for the people who work with us. And again, there is like huge amount of scholarships in the European Union. Again, as you already know, lots of the programs are cheap by default. So it's going to be very accessible to you as well. We have more than 300 examples of essays and CVs on the platform that you can access from the successful students who actually got admitted to Europe. 100 plus events, paid events, webinars, guides, scholarships, instructions, everything. So like that's all the resources that you need. And again, we have more than 450 mentors who got successfully studying all of those universities, you know, like they received scholarship, they got a job, they immigrated. They are the source of information, you know, like feedback. They're the source of, I don't know, like inspiration and everything. I have offers. Okay. If a team can, I know my team members are here. If you can answer the question from the Jacqueline. Here it was a flag of Iceland was okay. Well, we're human beings. I guess we just got mistaken. Thanks for the heads up. We're gonna change it. Yeah. yes, we will talk about uh, Germany. Which uni are we targeting? We're mostly targeting public, but we also do have privates. It's just like private much more expensive, but we have both private and public. But most of the people apply to public ones. So we all know that Chiklin is our mentor. Okay, okay. Okay. Anyways, I want to study abroad, but like we all know that studying abroad is amazing. It's gonna give you a lifetime opportunity. It's gonna change your life. What is the problem? And that's like the very common that we hear. How to choose my future correctly? I mean, like I don't know which country is the best for me. I mean, like should I go to Germany? Should I go to Estonia? Should I go to UK? Should I go to United States? What programs are available? Like what is actual program good for me? Will it work for me? Will I like it there? Like is the quality of education good? So who's actually afraid of making the wrong choice? Like of like choosing the wrong school or like the wrong country, the wrong major, just because you don't have access to like good information. Put here in the chat. Yeah. If you're actually afraid of making the wrong choice here. And then when you kind of like select the direction, it was like how I'm going to ensure my admission success, how to write CV, how to write essay, how to prepare documents, how not to get lost during my first weeks, how to become successful in the university, and of course, like how to find a great job. Those are the questions that we hear like all the time. So like, can I move from Russia to UK? Yes, of course you can. So one of the which ones of those are like the most relevant for you guys? Yeah. Again, those people who like send me questions in private, I will not be reading private messages. Please only send them in the public. Yeah. So like for example, you want to study abroad and you need some help. So what options do you usually have? So in many countries you have option, like local consultants. The problem is they never studied abroad themselves. Like they just people who just sit in the country, they just work there. They mislead you with information. Like there's some fly. Sorry guys, it just bothered me. So they mislead you with information. They don't tell you real. How a person who just stays in that country and not being on a place in international school, or like not being able to understand how the world is evolving and changing, to actually advise you on your future. That's impossible. They mislead you with information, not telling information about like available scholarships and grants. They can recommend the best program and study destination. Again, they just don't know. They're just doing the job and they're just following the script. And they're not in the places, they're not living this life. And majority of cases, especially when you look at the consultants that are, like free, that's because they care about commission from the schools. If you see consultant that is like free from money, that's because they get money from the school. And when they get money from the school is when you pay to the school and school pays them commission. So their final goal is to make you pay to the school, not to make you study for free. That's a cool. That's one of the things. And it's okay. Sometimes you just you just see I don't know, typical common way of applying with them. And if you follow the traditional path with them, you have a huge risk of choosing the wrong career and life path. You have a risk of getting admitted to low quality university and not being able to find a job, or like just don't liking it, like not being able to kind of like get the most of your program, overpaying for education and have to pay back loans. And then when you just get admitted and you get to the school, you're like all alone. No one meets you there. No one supports. No one cares about you. You just struggle with relocation, with finding a job. Like you just all by yourself. But you do pay less at the beginning sometimes. So who don't want to follow this path? Who don't want all of this to happen to you, like with your application? Put a plus in the comments. And I want to study for free in Germany. Please let me know of any scholarships. We had a separate event in Germany. I already have covered this. Please attend webinars on time. So, okay. What you said about local, you can see about local consultants is very true. I have seen some insist that students should do IELTS yet. They had camera certificates. Oh my God. Yeah, they just misinform you. Had the same situation offer from UK, but no funds to embark. Okay, can apply master's degree immediately after bachelor's, attaching scholarships. I'm not sure I got the question, but I'm assuming that yes. Okay. So your dream future is worth investing. So like your location, like your dream job, your dream classmates, your dream campus, like great knowledge, that is just worth investing in. And how much are you guys willing to invest in your future? So like how much actually money you think you're willing to invest into your dream international future? Put in the comments how much you're willing to do. Because again, like we discussed, that's normal. I mean, like the best opportunities in your life come with investments. Please, yeah. How much are you guys willing to invest in this? $10,000. Awesome. Wow. Okay. A lot. Okay. Let's wait for numbers, guys. What's going to be the highest bid? How much you guys are willing to invest? All your dreams about, like best ROI, return on investments. No more numbers. Okay, not a lot. Let's put a number. Let's put a number. No, it shouldn't be free. 5,000. Okay. You sound genuine, kind. Appreciate that about you. Thank you. $5,000. Okay. Okay, guys, a lot doesn't have a number. Let's put a number. Let's not be, there's no judgment. If you can apply, if you can invest $500, that's just $500. So if it's just $100, 10,000. Well, okay, I love it. 15,000 lakhs as per ROI. Love it. Awesome. 10,000, 1,000. Love it. Great. So how much you should actually invest only in application? How much only application? If you're doing everything by yourself, how much application actually cost? IELTS, TOEFL, $250. GMAT GRE, just take the exam, $250. Admission fee, $75. Visa from $50 to $200. And even if you're going to be doing everything just by yourself, just to submit the documents, you will have to, invest from like $300 to like $1,000 only in the application. So that's very, important. So like if you, most universities do not charge admission fee. Well, actually majority do charge. Yeah, it depends on the country, but they do charge. So like, so guys, for those people who like say, hey, I don't want to invest anything. So like you will have to invest at least $1,000 online application. If you think I just want everything for free and I want to put a penny, that's not going to work. That's the bad news. We talked about that. I'm really going to be sharing honest information, and that's honest information. So you have to invest, even though if you're going to be doing everything just by yourself. Yeah. How much do you have to invest in studying abroad? Again, 1 year of tuition fee, $20,000. We covered that in some countries can be less, and we provided you the value of like information of like really cheaper education. But then 1 year of living abroad, $20,000. Undergraduate degree, $4,000, $20,000. And then for like undergrad degree, it can be, $160,000, but it all can be saved, if you win a scholarship. So all of this money can be saved if you win a scholarship, or like if you choose, a country correctly. So how much are you willing to invest into your future? Again, like, do you still guys think that it could be, I know there's like a few people who said free. Maybe those are the people who left at the moment, but your future is worth investing. That's 100%. So StudyFree, our premium membership, how does it work? We help you with the student leadership programs, which means that people come to us 1 or 2 years in advance, and we help them with volunteering, profile boost programs. It's kind of like, like your personal development platform. Then we do help you with the scholarship applications. We do help you with international college admission. We do help you with relocation to the country of study. So like once you get an offer, we don't leave you. Finding a job, finding accommodation, like meeting, having people on place, having local communities of study free to help you with your first days. That's all we also provide. And building a career abroad, again, like finding the first job or like immigration, that's we cover as well. That's all included. And we usually support you for like 3 to 5 years. That's how long students actually staying with us. Thank you, Minister. And Minister is actually our client. Yeah. So if I'm not mistaken, because yeah. And again, for those people who join later, you're in a good company. Again, like with us, you can apply to 34 different countries, 300,000 programs with the life hacks, 40 billions of scholarships, 1,000 mentors in the community, and 98% success rate. So yeah, we help with all of this. Again, like our mentors are like really, like we really select them. There's graduates of like the best schools, Harvard, Berkeley, we have Oxford, McGill, and so on. They actually work in the Google, Johnson Johnson, I don't know, like Apple, Amazon. Do you want to actually learn from those people, not only how to get into the colleges, but actually how to find a job and become successful afterwards from people who like work in those companies? If you do want, put a plus in the comments. And there's also some questions about like, to be honest, target German public universities for master's course. I'm looking for the scholarship and other help. If you share some details, I'm willing to join. Sure, like join maybe the chat afterwards. We had actually a special event on the Germany. We can share it as well. And yeah, that's where we're applying. Yeah, we have like the public universities. We have like a few hundreds of universities, 4,000 programs. Yeah. How about, okay. Love it. So how exactly do we help? So first, when you come to us, we choose the best direction for your future and we shortlist the programs. How does it actually work? You get a real and honest feedback from our mentors on what works best for you and what doesn't. Like, hey, you should not go there, or like that's actually really sucks. We have like the actual like reviews of the schools and the programs on the platform. You get your chances and profile evaluated, like by either admission experts or the mentors. We create a profile enhancement plan for you if you have enough time. And we create the programs and the shortlist, the programs that you're going to have the highest chances to apply to. And that usually takes from 1 to 3 months. It depends how far in advance you actually come to us. Then strengthen your profile with volunteer and leadership projects. Okay, this is one of the most important parts. That's actually going to differentiate you from the other people, but it's only available for people who come in advance. So when people who actually stay with us, they usually participate in 1 to 4 remote volunteering projects. It can actually be done online. We have a unique partnership project with like Kids Circle, Wikipedia, and TEDx that's only available for study free. We made this partnership, and we have like online volunteering projects. What it is volunteering, like for example, if there was like some movie festival, you watch the movie and you do the subtitles, different languages, which is also fun. You can watch movies. You can, like proofread some articles in Wikipedia. You can do subtitles for the TEDx or like the scripts, and that could be done as volunteering, like helping kids. Then when it comes to leadership projects, because we are a US company, we're like international cool startup, we're very renowned, and we have international students. So like with us, like as you can see, it's Russia, it's India, it's Africa, it's Latin America, it's Brazil, it's Turkey, like Egypt. So when we organize leadership projects inside the community and we provide this opportunity for you guys, you get official recognition. So like we issue special paper, and that counts as international leadership project because we're like such an international company, and that also increases chances. And of course we have, like offline volunteering, like actually, like where you can go, or like partner projects. We have partnerships, work with us, and you can easily apply. So it's pretty much guaranteed you're going to get in because you are working with us. And that usually takes 3 to 6 months. Who would like to have this in their profile? Put a plus in the comments. Put a plus. Yeah. And before we go, so how would it help you to prepare for the exams? Like in the most efficient way. That's the point. So what do we have for our students for like premium membership, premium members? We have weekly group workshops from StudyFree exam partners. So we have partners who help you to prepare for IELTS, SAT, TOEFL, GMAT, GRE, and we have weekly group events. So, and that's actually included in the subscription. We have, like dozens, you save money on the free exam prep materials. So we have like dozens of materials for the exam preparation and have to buy this. It's all on the platform. Of course, you talk with the community, you talk with the people who got it. So like you get tricks and hacks and the fastest prep from the community, and you practice speaking in our speaking clubs. And this is actually really important for those people who plan to Europe, because even though you're going to be studying English, maybe you want to practice or like learn some language, like just for like living comfort. And we have English speaking clubs. We have speaking clubs in English, Korean, German, French, Polish, I think it was Italian as well. So you just attend them when you want and you practice your speaking, because that's usually the most difficult part. And that again it depends on how much time you have, but usually that's how people enjoy it, from like 3 to 6 months. So yeah, who thinks that this is available for them? Is there a value in this exam preparation? Put it in comments. Yeah. Plus, we also have partners, and you get discounts if you need like one-on-one coaching. Yeah. We master your personal brands. How does this work? So like you learn the secrets about successful personal brands across LinkedIn, Twitter, which is like the core platforms, from PR professionals and global professionals. So we actually have, like invited like PR people who doing events and writing like articles, how to do this. You learn how to easily receive media publications, like to back up your profile. We know how to do this. You might have seen, like from the media, we have many publications on our own. So yeah, you get your social media reviewed by community mentors. And most importantly, you build your first network from community members, like first professional network. That's like people who are going to be talking with. So when it comes to the specific application, how does it work? This is the $4 million platform. A lot of money, a lot of American VC money. So first, you're going to have access to like a huge program, a list of programs with like 300,000 programs. You can filter, like even by the scholarship or like exams results, and you can see, like all the requirements right there, like on the list. And yeah, you can see, like all the scholarships and everything. So we match it for you. Then when you pick a scholarship, like we have like all admission requirements uploaded, and we have actually step-by-step written instructions. Yeah, so we have like, for example, overdue, that's my overdue. So like, for example, how to write CV, how to prepare a transcript. So like, that's like the most detailed. You just follow the plan and you just tick done, get notifications and all of this. So just step-by-step plan. Yeah, we have, like lots of useful materials in forms of like guides and events recording on like to answer all of your questions. So we have, like kind of like special material, how to calculate GPA, how to write essay, how to write letter of reference, how to fill the scholarship applications, 80 guides from like world's renowned admission experts. And this is actually one of the most favorite parts of our students. They usually do screenshots, they love it, they say that's like the most useful. So you don't have to Google anything. That's also useful. Yeah, okay, can I share my CV too? Guys, just add to the WhatsApp group after. And hola, me puede llamar solo por WhatsApp para su información. Sí, podemos. Yeah, I can also speak Spanish. I don't understand why people actually write Spanish here, but yeah. And you have access to hundreds of documents. So we have, like the samples of documents of the mentors, of our students, that CV, essays, transcripts, like, I don't know, like financial statements, anything. So you can have access to all of this on the platform. Yeah. And you can benefit from the partners. We have an extensive network of partners, and you get a special discounts and offers, accommodation, career development, language, and so on and so forth. So it's right there on the platform as well. And last but not the least is we like to support mental health, because like, because admission process is very challenging, because admission process can be very tough. Like, lots of people don't really receive the support, and we pay additional attention to like mental health support for the students. And what we do events with coaches and psychologists. We invite them actually for the events. Very honest talk within the community. You guys see that I'm very honest and genuine and warm. And that's, I guess, like, that's like the whole company. It's like we like very about like no bullshit, support and warm and sincerity and in being genuine. So that's what we do. And support and encouragement. The last but not least, yes, 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 yes. Burnout is real, guys, especially during the application. So, okay, guys, who thinks like that what we described is valuable? Do you think with such a product and the community, you can get admitted to the college and receive a scholarship? Please share your honest opinion. That's not about just praising us. That's about real feedback. Do you think it's possible? Put in the comments. Can you help me on fully funded scholarships? Of course we can. Yes. So then people ask us, like, how much time and when should you come to us? So, like, if you want to start your education in September 2023, that's pretty much how the application gonna look. Pardon, come again. I just ask if you think it's possible to get admitted with the product, if you like the product. Yeah. But if you're planning to apply in September 2023, yeah, you can you can see how you're going to be working. That's why it usually takes 12 months, because you can see, like, it's like 1 or 3 months volunteering projects, like English preparation, and then application deadlines are spread out. So, like, do you understand right now why it takes usually, like 10 or 12 months to prepare for like everything? Do you understand? Or like you still think that it's possible just to apply within 2 months? Okay, we have a bidding. $1,000, $10,000. When I'm gonna see $100,000, I'm gonna show the prices. Yeah. Yeah. Do you understand? Okay, like, that's the question. Do you understand, guys, what actually takes 12 months and not 2 months? That's how you improve profile. Like, you take the exams. Like you like you do all of this, and then like admission deadlines are spread it out. That's what it takes. If you have people right now who want to start later, like for example in 2024, 2025, like that's where we can actually ensure like 100% admission, because like and time to improve your profile. Love it. Awesome. I like it. And yeah, we're just going to be working on improving your profiles, and you're going to have enough time to pass for the exams. So like, yeah, you can see it sometimes actually takes, on average, people come to us 2 years in advance. So yeah. And a reminder, okay, that's we talked about already. I'm not going to repeat. It's just one more reminder how great we are. But okay, subscription options. What do we have? So we have a premium membership, which means, I call it empowering your talent. You have all the platform resources, so like all we described, have full access to community, all the access to all the events, partners, workshops, everything that's done. You have included one consultation with admission expert, and all of the rest consultations are based on the request. Why? And this is like the most optimal, I would say. I really strongly recommend premium because you do not overpay. Like you can have, like consultants, but you don't always need them. Like actually people get admitted with a premium, like, and they only receive, like consultation when it's needed. So this is the most optimum membership, and I would say, and trust me guys, you can do this with the community and everything and the support. And once you need the help, you get extra consultation. That's the best price money wise. I'm going to be very honest. But then sometimes we have people who like working, like, and money is not an issue for them. I just work. I just don't have time. I just want people, like just to be enhanced as much as possible. And that's why we have VIP, because like it saves much more time. And VIP is because you have unlimited consultations with personal admission expert that you have. So like, do you think guys, premium or VIP, what is it for you? I want VIP membership. Awesome. I love it. We actually select people for VIP. You have to go through the, like process with us. Yeah. So how much does it cost? So the premium membership, the premium subscription is cost only $39 per month only, which is like just the price of the t-shirt. You guys have been on saying, you know, like thousands of dollars and so on. They're just like $39 per month. And yeah, and the VIP cost $149 per month. And that's just gonna be enough for right now. So you guys can start right now. We do have a special for the VIP monthly. We have a limited offer. By the way, if you're just gonna go to the website, you can see only quarterly payment options. Price is still the same, but you can only pay for the quarter upfront for like 3 months. It's gonna be like $99. And so monthly payment is only available for those people who are now part of the event. So that's, we don't do this really massive. So like if you want to join, please start right now, because otherwise it's just going to be quarterly. And yeah, if you guys gonna join in the next 48 hours and you're gonna become a member, you're gonna get a visa consultation as a gift. You know, like it can be related to immigration, like anything, but visa consultation as a gift for you. I don't think what is your should upgrade to VIP, but yeah. And just before we, you know, like stop, you know, like what is the number one reason why people fail and why people postpone their future? They start too late. And that's like the most, like we've been like for like many years on the market, you know, like we've been working with the students. They must come and like, hey, I'm just gonna rest during the summer. I'm not gonna do anything. Somehow people think, hey, you know, like September starts, I'm gonna start in September. But then like early deadlines, October, November, February, December, all of those. And, you know, like they usually just, you know, like they fail to submit exams on time. They don't have any time for volunteering, like anything. So like, it's never too early to start. Don't make this mistake of starting too late. And yeah, and those are the reasons why you actually should start now. Not the next week, not the next month, not after the vacation, not after the exams are over, right now. Because first of all, only a few months left until scholarship deadline. So like you don't have much time left. You have right now, seriously, you know, like the last chances to improve your admission profile, and, you know, like you have no room for mistakes left. And most importantly, we're going to have new leadership project that's going to be starting in 2 weeks. So only for people who like come in next, like this week, they're going to have a chance to participate in volunteering projects. So guys, that's why you should start right now. And that's not because we're selling. I mean, like our like prices might change actually, but that's because I don't want you to be late. You have no, like seriously, 40% of students just, you know, like postpone their education because, you know, like postpone their education just because they didn't make it on time. And that's like it's the saddest part, honestly, like seriously. And can you start if you don't have yet credit for the degree? Yes, you can, 100%. That's why, you know, like people come to us way earlier. I'm interested, but we'll do registration in 2 weeks time. This is for the VIP, and my plan is for why in 2 weeks? I mean, why might have time? I mean, like, I'm just curious, why people are just postponing all the time? Trust me, right now, that's the best. So guys, if you want to join, please start now. You're going to see the offer. Probably it's, yeah, you can see, you know, like inside of the chat, it's valid for like 48 hours. Please join right now. Yeah. So guys, tell me, what do you think? Are you joining now? Are you postponing and making this mistake? You know, like, what is it? Tell me your thoughts before we go. What is the app link? Okay, first you answer, then the app link. Okay. There's actually, yeah, like wanted to have a gift. Swedish Institute Scholarship for Global Professionals. Awesome. Membership is paid monthly. Yes, it is paid monthly. Please send me the link now. I'm joining now. Okay, you can see the like StudyFree event, link for the payment. What is the normal price without the offer? It's 3 times more expensive. It's like 99 instead of like 39. So yeah, have changed my mind. I love it. Buy now. I don't have funds, but I want to start. Please, if I get help in SAP, an essay. Yes, you will get a help with SOP and essay 100%. Yes, joined, love it. Link for the payment. Again, guys, for those who stay till the end, we prepared a special gift. This is the list of the government scholarship, the biggest scholarship, and that's available in Europe. You can do a screenshot, get a job if you don't have money. Yes, and you can actually get a job also, helps to us, yeah. And Mudasir is actually our client. Trust me, he's our student, unlike the client, because we don't treat as a client. We're family, we help each other. So, okay, for those who stayed, team, please share the link to the chat. I don't have the link right now in front of me, to be honest. So I know my team is listening. So please share the link to the WhatsApp group. Again, like in the WhatsApp group, we encourage people to help each other, to cooperate, to talk, to answer questions. And we're also going to be there, but it's mostly for you to help each other, and found, get richer by trying. Yes and no. I mean, I think opportunities are worth, I think it's good, it's fair, every great opportunity should have something in return. That's just, yeah. How can I join the WhatsApp group? Here's the WhatsApp group join. There's going to be some people from the previous webinars. So don't, about UK as well. So yeah, awesome. And yeah, the final one, we really encourage, we like when you say thank you. So like guys, and this is going to help hustle. I love it always. So I'm hustler too, so you can see building the company, Forbes 30 under 30. So I love hustlers. So guys, please send in the chat if you liked it. Say thank you. If it helped you or not, that's really helpful for me too, because I woke up 5 in the morning to make this webinar. So yeah, and we love when you mention us on social media. We encourage you to make a screenshot of, of this. This is just like, how do you call it? Manifestation. Yeah, manifestation that next year we will study in the country of the dreams. Tech StudyFree international profile, and studies on tag us on the social media and invite your friends next time. We just like to share, people, we just like to share knowledge. We just want to encourage as many people as possible. Yeah. Thank you. I love it. What country I'm living? I'm living in the United States, in San Francisco, Silicon Valley. Yeah, I'm living in the United States. And our company is from US. So, yeah, great. Thank you, guys. I'm looking for the text on social media. I'm going to be very sad and upset if we're not going to see this. Waiting for you all. And please do not postpone. That's not about like $39 from you. Not going to change anything for me or like from your company, but it's just going to change a lot for you. It's just like the price of the very huge mistake that you like able to make. So yeah, I'm just really caring about you. So huge, thank you. So like huge good luck for everyone. And yeah, just good luck and thank you for coming. Yeah. Bye.